One question that is quick to come to mind whenever Mr. Beast is mentioned is how does he do it? How does he get people across America to purchase over $10 million worth of chocolate bars in less than 2 years? In fact, in the first 72 hours of its launch, more than 1 million chocolate bars were sold. I mean, yes, we all love chocolate, but it's not like it's the 8th wonder of the world, and neither is his Feastables chocolate bars. So, what is the secret hidden under the sun here? Or is it just a really good and well-played clickbait market strategy? Let's find out. A success story. Before all these crazy videos of Mr. Beast as you know him, spending 50 hours buried alive, 24 hours in an insane asylum, having people in a room with the world's deadliest laser maze, or anything crazier than that you could think of. He was just James Donaldson, a young boy who got his first viral video by counting from 1 to 100,000. But over the years, he has, let's say, beaten the system to become a force to reckon with. And of course, that includes his chocolate brand, which not even Hershey's, Snickers, or Mars has been able to meet up to his standards. No, I'm just kidding. But you get the point. So, in January 2022, Mr. Beast thought, hey, let's do more than just make crazy videos, let's make some chocolates. And as dumb as that idea might have sounded, the Feastables brand as of today has made over $10 million in sales. Yeah, who would have thought? So, what's so special about the chocolate bar? Well, it comes in 3 flavors: original chocolate, almond chocolate, and quinoa crunch, and is said to be made only from 4 ingredients: sugarcane, cocoa bean, cocoa butter, and sunflower lecithin. Let's also add that he has become one of the few YouTubers in the world to amass over 100 million subscribers, with his videos reaching more than 25 billion views across 6 channels. Now, here's my point. With such high numbers of online following, technically people would pay attention to anything this guy does. And I mean anything, including the chocolate bars he sells. So, is the Feastables chocolate truly that amazing that it has people, or mostly his subscribers, scrambling market candy aisles just to make a purchase? Or is the success a testament to a marketing scam and an already built-in personal brand? Well, what's your take? For me, it's a yes and a no. I'll explain that in a minute. Now, if you haven't already seen the insane methods or strategy which Mr. Beast uses to market Feastables or any of his other products, like Mr. Beast's burger, which unfortunately did not live up to its expectations, then you should pay close attention. A genius strategy or marketing scam? Technically, Mr. Beast is not the first YouTuber to sell consumable products to his fans in the real world. We have the likes of Logan Paul with his Prime beverages, Mariah Carey cookies, the Sidemen with the XIX vodka, and even comedian Kevin Hart with his vegan fast food concept called Heart House. What a convenient choice of name. Still, I bet you haven't heard of some of these consumables until today, but Feastables is pretty well known and even more successful. So, what's that one thing, or maybe 2, that has set his chocolate brand far above any other creator's products out there? You asked, and I'll tell you. 1, he set a bait by teasing the product. Now, here's what I mean. Before the official launch of Feastables, he was able to build up the anticipation by sending gift boxes to different YouTubers which had a unique lock on it. Yeah, the lock was a timer which didn't open until it counted down to 0, which was the same time Mr. Beast was announcing the launch of his chocolate brand. Sounds genius, right? Then he made the announcement video in an overly decorated warehouse where he had a number of his subscribers dig through tons of chocolate bars to find the one with the mystery ticket in it and stand a chance to win, well, of course, very juicy prizes like a Sea-Doo Spark, a Sea-Doo Pontoon, Superbike, and even a brand new Tesla Model 3. Now, the cherry on the cake was the chocolate factory itself, which was also up for grabs and which he did in the typical Willy Wonka style. Now, the competition had 10 of his lucky subscribers who had to compete and finish different challenges, with the last man standing as the winner and official owner of the Feastables chocolate factory. Well, long story short, the winner traded the factory for a cash prize of $500,000. Honestly, I wouldn't have settled, but bargained up for up to $1 million. I mean, according to Forbes, he's worth about $500 million, so an extra $500,000 wouldn't really dent a hole in his account. Now, this strategy of keeping his fans and subscribers involved even further scaled the sale of Feastables. I mean, who wouldn't want to buy a bunch of slightly overpriced chocolate bars if you could stand a chance to win something big for yourself? And that, my friends, is how Mr. Beast baited you into buying from him, even without you wanting to. But what makes this whole chocolate bar promotion even more sketchy? Well, for one, the lottery claims over $1 million in prizes, but a good chunk of those turns out to be coupons for more of Mr. Beast's products. That's a bit of a letdown. Also, the animated wheel they use when you scan your code isn't even close to a representative of your actual odds of winning. The only reason to have the wheel, which suggests a high likelihood of winning, is to deceive people. Yeah, sad truth. Sure, adults might assume the wheel is rigged, but his audience is mostly children and young teenagers. And if you look at the comments on his Reddit, Instagram, and YouTube about the chocolate bar ticket, a lot of people were disappointed they didn't win anything after 10, 20, or 30 attempts. And get this, that's $3 per bar. So do the math. That's almost too much money only to spend on chocolate bars. And their disappointment is a direct result of the deceptive marketing creating high expectations. Now, let's really talk about the cost of this. Supposedly gluten-free, vegan, made with just 4 ingredients, and still tastes amazing. Well, his taste test with random consumers at Walmart did prove that they were quite delish. But $30 for standard-sized chocolate is quite pricey, especially for a product that's fairly new to the market. On the website, each flavor of the snack line comes in a pack of 10 for $29.99, which is technically $30. A single pack goes for $2.99, that's also approximately $3, while the special variety pack with all 3 flavors go for $49.99. Now, doesn't that sound a little bit too much? Looking back, there have also been some other instances where things weren't quite as they seemed. Like when MrBeast said, "If you subscribe and you run into me, I might give you money," which he actually did on camera, but on a podcast with Logan Paul, he seemed a bit frustrated about fans always expecting money when they meet him. I mean, but that's what he said, so why get frustrated? It's also worth noting that a big chunk of his audience is younger, and some of the tactics used might not be as obvious to them. Things like saying subscribe or I'll delete your Fortnite account, or having a banner that says subscribe for a cookie might come off as very enticing to younger viewers, because they obviously don't know any better. Now, about being in one of his videos, there's a detail that's not always highlighted. Turns out, for those random subscribers who pop up in his contests, they need to be 18 or older. It's also been pointed out that it might not be as random as it seems, with some familiar faces showing up in different videos. You get the point? Now, it's not all criticism. There have been some really positive things MrBeast has done while being a philanthropist and advocating for positive change, like the Team Trees and Team Seas initiative, where he raised $20 million to plant trees and $30 million for ocean conservancy and cleanup. This is also alongside other acts of kindness, like giving away $100,000 worth of goods to homeless shelters and random people, and helping 1,000 blind people see for the first time. Those are certainly commendable and worth celebrating. But when it comes to the videos and giveaways he does to promote his Feastables brand, it seems like there's a sentiment that maybe things aren't always as straightforward as they appear. Some say it's like selling a bit of false hope. What do you guys think?